Hello everyone, this is Kavfire here with another stream. So, I'm actually make this character real quick. Do that before I start the stream. So, what we have here is Star Trek Online. I haven't really played this game in 45 years. So what we'll be doing is, as you see, there's 6 character factions. You have Starfleet, the Korean Defense Force, Discovery Star Trek. So basically, it happens in the Star Trek Discovery timeline. The Dominion. You also have TOS, or the original series, Star Trek, and the Romulan Republic. So we are going to actually be doing Starfleet first. Then we'll do basically their missions, their section of the missions, and then we will go to the next. So first and foremost, we are gonna choose our race. So, by the way, before we actually get into all that, another thing I need to say is, you might be saying, what happened to Division 2? Well, the Division 2 has basically run out of story content, to my satisfaction. There are manhunts to do, but it feels like I'm missing a lot of the story. And I don't like that. I don't think that's fun if I just skip the entire story. I mean, people might like that, but that's just not me. And as always, the chat is actually blocked. We'll actually play, we'll actually go with the original idea of me playing as a Klingon. We will play... From my understanding of the careers, because as you see, there's tactical, science, and engineering, is tactical allows us to you can actually be a tank. You can also be a damage dealer. You also have engineering. One of the things that makes engineering actually pretty good is that they can actually set up mortar systems in fighting. I don't know about science. I'll try it. So we'll actually go with engineering this time. So you know what, we'll go, since we're playing a clan, we'll as well do tactical. Okay. Like that. We'll go with Brawler. As always, we have to be as tall as possible. Actually, this character is only 3 inches taller than me. So we actually have a number of options. We'll go with this one. those, yeah. Yeah, I get it. So we'll actually do the tutorial. By the way, I don't own any music or anything like that.
After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. Lived long. And 21 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not stop for one man, and neither does history. The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Today, Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, traded diplomacy for the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon. The Federation did its utmost to preserve its alliance with the Klingons, but war was inevitable. The Romulans want revenge for their lost world. The Dominion is rebuilding its forces. Now the Borg have reappeared, and the Alpha Quadrant balances on the edge of ruin.
Warning, ship is under attack.
The fate of the galaxy rests in your hands.
Welcome to Star Trek Online. Today is graduation day, and you soon will be embarking on your training cruise, where the bulk of the ship is manned by cadets like yourself. This tutorial will introduce you to the basic controls of Star Trek Online, including movement, combat, and interacting with characters and objects.
As well as also, making sure the chat's not quiet.
To move, use the W, A, S, and D keys. To look around, hold down the right mouse.
Don't need pop-ups. Okay. So, one of the things, I need to make sure that all the keybinds are not be. Okay, yeah, I have to, I'm gonna have to do that always, so. Yeah. So what this mode is, I can actually, instead of having to click and target, I can just move it, well, you know, just fire.
Finally, I was beginning to think you forgot what today was. Of course, I was first in line. Oh, before I forget, I think Rasky is just ahead. He wanted to thank you for helping him cram for the astrometrics final.
There you are. I wanted to thank you for helping me pass that final, and for all the other times you've helped me. I've always admired you. I hope Starfleet recognizes all you've done to lead our class. What ship did you get? Good luck. Before you report to Lieutenant Farah and get your assignment, you should find Tyrell. She wanted to talk to you. She's just up the pathway.
Okay.
Greetings.
By the way, another reason to actually do the tutorial is actually to get a bit of story.
It was good of you to encourage me to retake the linguistics final. I was willing to accept my original results, but you saw that I was not at my best that day. My score increased by 12.8% on the second attempt, well within my standard norms. Now I am qualified to serve as both a science officer and a communications officer. Morik would like to see you as well. He is ahead of us on the path.
So one thing I didn't know until I actually, show it. My hair doesn't actually, it gets away with it. But, you guys might notice this little lines on their, neck color. For those who are completely new to Star Trek, those who work for the Federation signify, their rank. And I didn't know this until, I actually played this game. Because, I know that even the cadets actually get, an engineer to determine their, class.
There you are. Getting excited yet? Once we finish our training cruise, we'll all be full-fledged ensigns. The buzz is, Captain Taggart hasn't named all of his senior staff yet. From what I heard, the advanced phaser training simulation is tripping people up.
Keep in mind, I played this game when it was you could only play as the Klingons or the Federation. There was no Romulans yet.
Good afternoon, Cadet. What can I do for you? Yes, I have the complete assignment list here. Name? Let's see. Interesting. Report to Captain Taggart. He's in the office behind me. You're going to have to ask him.
Thank God I don't have to read all this stuff.
Come. Cadet. I did. I've been following your progress here at the Academy, and I must say, I'm impressed. I'm just looking at your final test scores, but I don't see your results for the Advanced Phaser Training Program. I want everyone on my senior staff to run that program, and I want to see good results, no exceptions. I did. Like I said, I've been following your career here at the Academy. If you complete that program, I can put you on my bridge. I'll ask my tactical officer to set it up. Another fine cadet like yourself. Her scores were almost as good as yours, but her record has a few blemishes. Still, I'm sure Cadet Flores will settle down and become a fine officer someday.
I'll tell Flores to meet you outside. Talk to her to start the phaser training, and I'll see you when you're finished. You're dismissed, Cadet.
I got the tactical officer spot. Just what I wanted. Where'd you end up? You never did that? I thought you were Mr. Extra Credit. Everyone knows that Captain Taggart expects all his top people to pass that program. Don't worry, you'll do fine. Come on, I'll take you to the holodeck and set it up. Seems most of our class ended up on Captain Taggart's ship.
He must be a new captain now.
Have you seen the whales in San Francisco Bay? I never seem to spot them. I sometimes forget that Boothby is a hologram. He seems like such a fixture here at Starfleet Academy. Last one of the console buys the first round tonight. setting up the training program now. I hope holodeck 2 is your lucky holodeck. Phasers are in the lockers by the holodecks. You can grab one there.
Oh, that's right, that's going through here. That did not happen last time. But there's been some times I made a better character. Okay, we're on a Klingon ship.
Well done, Cadet. You're not going to break the Academy record, but your score was more than satisfactory. Absolutely. I have a new first officer. Congratulations. Yes, you should be proud of your accomplishments here, Cadet. You have a promising career ahead of you in Starfleet.
First officer, way to go. Just a little jealous, I'll admit. At least now you'll get to boss us all around like you've always wanted. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. May I get you a Ractigino, sir? You'll do great. But we should head up to the shuttle bay. Everyone else is waiting there for the ceremonial send-off toast.
Now hear this. All cadets report to shuttle bay to prepare for departure.
Yeah, I think the reason why McTaggart is getting all the most of the cadets is
Okay, all of the senior staff is waiting by the bar. I'm sure everyone's a bit nervous, this being our first real assignment and all. So, I'm expecting an inspiring speech out of you. Something heartwarming. Make Tavrel cry. This mission could just determine the rest of our careers. No pressure. I'll meet you over there.
All cadets, please board your shuttles.
Alright, let's do this. I didn't know there was a meeting. There's a meeting room in the back of these shuttles?
Are you ready to head to the ship?
I can't believe we're finally doing this. Oh, look at that. The USS Vesta, first of her class. She's got subsystem targeting, a crew of 750, auxiliary phaser cannons, and even a quantum field focus controller. I can't wait to captain one someday. But here's our ship. Miranda class, 200 crew, 2 forward weapon mounts, 1 aft, average speed, warp 5.0. She's a tough little ship, though. I think I like her. We're the final shuttle to arrive. We need to get to the bridge. I'm going to check in and then head for the bridge. See you there.
Name and position? I have your record right here. Welcome aboard. Captain Taggart is waiting for you on the bridge. Use a turbolift in the nearby quarter. It will take you directly there.
All right.
Welcome to the bridge, number one. Early in my career, I served with a captain who called his first officer that. I always liked it. As my number one, I expect you to ensure my orders are carried out, and to advise me on the best course of action in any situation. But first, we need to get out of dry dock, get clearance from control, and close the shuttle bay doors. Then disable the tractor moorings.
Earth traffic control has cleared us to depart, sir.
Very good, number one.
Shuttle bay doors are closed, sir.
Very good, number one. Potter, take us out. 1/4 impulse. Just checking to see if you were paying attention, number one. Potter, take us out. Maximum thrusters.
Cleared from dry dock, Captain.
Good. Let's start with something easy. Set course for Vulcan.
Course lead in, sir.
Engage.
Captain, I'm picking up an automated distress call from the SS Break-Even. Their warp core is failing, and they require immediate assistance.
Let them know we're on our way. Potter, lay in a rendezvous course.
Altering course, sir. ETA 3 minutes. They are not responding to our hails, Captain.
Keep trying, Travell. Their long-range comms might be down.
Number one, let's discuss the situation.
An unexpected situation, number one. But such things come with the job. What do you think we should do?
Absolutely not. We're the closest ship to the break-even, so it's our duty to assist.
Indeed. We also don't know what led to this situation either. It could have been an accident, or the results of an attack. What do you advise?
Raising the shields does seem to be a reasonable precaution.
Indeed. Yellow alert. Raise shields. Number one, I'd like you to oversee the rescue effort once we arrive.
Alright. By the way, that
No
means...
response from the Break-Even, Captain.
Scan them. Maybe they're unable to respond to our signal.
Captain, our shields are collapsing.
Flores, return fire. Pattern Delta Sierra 9.
Well, there go the shields. Not good. Engineering to bridge.
Go ahead, engineering.
Sir, the Borg are here. We need help.
Okay. They've actually changed it.
Right.
By the way, for those who do not know, yellow alert means that, yes, our shields go up, but also means for the crew to prepare to not be at battle stations, but be prepared to go to battle stations at a moment's notice.
Right. Number one, I want you to go to main engineering and lead the security team efforts there. Get those Borg off my ship. Sorry for the emergency stop, number one, but there's a problem in the transporter room. The Borg are trying to take it over, most likely to prevent us from using site-to-site transports within the ship. Head to the armory near your position. Arm yourself and any security officers you find on the way. Once you're armed, I need you to go to the transporter room and secure it as soon as possible. We're holding our own so far, number one, but our success depends on securing the ship. Do what you can to get the Borg out of critical areas.
Sir, over here!
By the way, not only security personnel will be armed, but also, like, everyone will be given, like, a phaser.
We should grab rifles to fight off the Borg.
Security to engineering.
This is what I'm talking about. Locked, loaded, and ready to rock and roll.
Sailing on decks 8 and 10.
Alright, we'll put that there.
Hangar Bay
Yes.
Status report number 1. Very well. We're reading Borg life signs in your area. Looks like you'll have to fight your way to the transporter room. Good luck.
Intruder alert on deck 11.
Yes, I get it.
Security to engineering. Code red.
Yeah, I see.
Security field sailing on decks 8 and 10. Borg forces detected on deck 3, 5, and 9. Warning, hull breach detected on deck 6. Intruder alert on deck 11.
Help me.
Life support failing on deck 4.
Thanks. You saved me from a fate worse than death.
On deck 3,
I'll get back to
5, and
manning
9.
the transporters. That's going to be a problem. We took some hard hits in the initial salvo, and there are hull breaches in the corridor.
On deck 4.
I don't think you can make it there. We still have main power, so yes, I think I can. Get on the train.
Sorry about that. That's a call. Until doing this call.
Hull breach detected on deck 6.
Alright.
Your timing is fortuitous, sir. We are making a push to retake main engineering.
Starfleet history sim, so I'm pretty sure it'll work. I need you to prepare the plasma coolant for emergency release. Any riskier than standing around while the Borg send over more drones? I don't think so. Hurry, I do not want to be assimilated. No, thank you. Not good. Not good. We need to go now. Quick, release the plasma coolant.
This is from,
It worked! Data, you mad android genius! It actually worked! I love you. Bet you're glad I was paying attention in history class that day.
So, for those who do not know, this was actually come from Star Trek. I think it was First Contact or something. It's the one where the USS Enterprise E goes back in time to before the Federation was founded, stopped the Borg, and one of the things that Data did was actually use the coolant plasma to basically kill all the drones. The reason why this, because as you guys saw, it actually literally melted the flesh off of the Borg, because Borg are actually part machine, or cyborgs, which are basically part flesh.
That plasma coolant really did a number on the Borg. He won't be coming back here anytime soon. That's good. That's very, very good.
Number 1, we've got injured up here and the Borg could send a boarding party at any time. I need you back on the bridge.
Go. See to the bridge. We will secure main engineering.
Copy that.
The bridge is secure. For now. Help the others back onto their feet, Number 1. We may have more unwanted guests before too long.
You have my gratitude.
I owe you. Both of you. Thanks.
Nice work, Number 1. Looks like that phaser training paid off.
Captain, look out!
Captain, the Borg vessel has gone to warp and left the system. Based on the amount of damage they sustained, it is logical to assume they disengaged in order to regenerate safely.
We survived, but the Captain Taggart knew what would happen, and he gave the order anyway. Ultimate sacrifice. One that we all might be called to make someday. He trusted you to take command. All we can do now is survive.
By the way, this is actually a cut.
And
They didn't
remember.
actually redo this, but this is actually from the original, the one I originally played, tutorial. In the original story, this part we fight the Klingon instead of the Borg. So this is like completely new for me. Alright.
All decks reporting in, sir. We took some casualties, and sickbay is full. All ship systems have taken some damage, but some are worse than others. Life support is stable, but anything else could be an issue.
I have been trying to get a distress call out, Captain, but something is jamming all frequencies.
I think she took some real damage. We're in rough shape too, Captain.
Still running diagnostics, sir. Took us some time to get the systems back online.
Hailing the break-even now, Captain. No response, Captain. I suggest that we move closer for a short-range scan.
Helm, full stop. I I've stopped us this time, sir, but from now on, you'll be responsible for adjusting the speed of the ship.
By the way, this looks like a standard marine.
No life forms detected. The ship is broadcasting its distress signal via automation. I suggest that we remotely order the Break-Even's computer to cease the distress signal.
Now, yeah, this is different.
I put together a damage report, Captain, and it's not good. Level 2 diagnostic shows that almost all of the plasma injectors are damaged, beyond repair. Not enough. Plasma injectors are made to withstand quite a beating, but we took too much damage in main engineering. I'm installing what spares we have, but we're short 3 injectors. Without them, we can't go to work.
There was a battle here recently between Starfleet and Klingon forces, and the amount of wreckage present is considerable. Despite the dangers involved, the salvage opportunities attract the crews of civilian vessels, like the Break-Even. Logic suggests that we may discover similar opportunities for salvage here. I recommend scanning the debris field. Some of the derelicts present may contain intact plasma injectors.
Bingo! I found some suitable debris in the boneyard nearby. Destroy 3 of those nacelles, and we should get the parts we need.
Copy that.
Warning, ship is under attack.
These plasma injectors will do the trick, sir. Gorgeous technology. Type R, if I had to guess. 3.7 liter flow with shielded reservoirs and a drop flow induction coil converter and... I'll get everything installed as soon as I can, Captain. Just remember, safety comes first. After all, we don't want to blow up the minute we hit Warp 1.
Unfortunately so, Captain. We are still unable to send a distress signal. There are several operational Starfleet comm satellites near our position. My preliminary attempts to use them to send a distress signal were not successful. A sensor scan revealed the presence of Borg technology in each satellite, and that they are the source of the jamming signal. Since time is a factor, the most expedient solution to the problem is the destruction of the assimilated satellites. Their elimination should allow us to send a distress signal to Starfleet Command.
Yeah, I have to do one thing for the object. So, under... Yeah. So instead of actually having to just fire my phasers, I can just fire. It makes things so much easier for me. I also be using a program like dual debugging.
Nice shot! 2 more jamming satellites left.
Long-range communications are operational, sir. Shall I send the distress signal? Captain, the Borg ship sustained damage in our encounter and is likely to be leaking plasma until they have an opportunity to regenerate. We might be able to use that plasma to find them. Understood. Fortunately, our sensors are sufficient to the task of following the trace plasma signature. Now enhancing the plasma trail imaging, the recolored visual should appear on our mapping system.
It's pretty far out, sir. We should use the ship's full impulse power to reach it. This will temporarily take power from other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
Slowly. Yes. So as you can see, it's slowly diverting from other systems.
Multiple Borg vessels on sensors. These probes do not appear to be shielded.
Looks like they were recently made to be first.
Should continue to follow the passage.
So, plasma actually. Did I fix that?
Captain, the Borg have adapted. These vessels possess shields.
So the thing that makes plasma dangerous is because they actually make the direct damage, not damage over time, makes them very, very deadly if you have a friend build. I actually have a friend of mine. You guys actually might be interested at some point. Who actually likes to run plasma builds. He is very good at plasma builds. To the point.
Incoming transmission, sir. It is from Starfleet.
This is Captain Nog of the USS Chimera. Do you require assistance? Pretty bold move to come this far into Federation territory. Where is Captain Taggart? I see. And you're the acting captain. Right. Well done, Cadet. Looks like your ship is in need of repairs. Set a course for our position. Chimera out.
And for those who don't know, that's the great and powerful Nog. Son of the Grand Angus.
Another Borg sphere is attacking.
This is Admiral Janeway. Looks like you're having a little Borg trouble. Let's see what we can do about that.
Okay, they changed that because that will actually happen. By the way, a thing that actually makes this game so great is the fact that they actually bring the actors who played them in the TV show voice acting This is awesome.
So, the rumors are true. The Borg have returned. We've got our work cut out for us. Cadet, where's your captain?
She's a vice admiral, by the way.
Assimilation isn't a fate that anyone should suffer. And I hesitate to think about what the Borg would do with a captive Starfleet captain. They must have taken him for a reason. Otherwise, they wouldn't have left without assimilating your entire crew. Agreed. We'll do everything we can to bring your captain home, Cadet. I don't like the sound of that at all. We need to get to the Pollock system and help the Kittimer before it's too late. Indeed it does. I'll need all the help I can get with this situation. Consider this a field promotion, Captain. Now then, set a course to the Pollock system, best possible speed. Voyager and Chimera will rendezvous with you there. Janeway out.
Okay, so before we actually do any of that, let's actually so okay. Salvage. By the way, all my knowledge for Star Trek Online actually comes from the TV show.
We've arrived in the Pollock system, Captain. I have the Kittimer on sensors. She's taken heavy damage and is not responding to our hails. Your orders?
I've never read a single Star Trek book. I know there are a few of them out there. I just haven't read them. I've read a couple of the comics. I have watched all the primary shows, so I've watched the original series. I actually grew up watching The Next Generation.
Sensors indicate several critical systems are offline, Captain, including communications. I am reading numerous life signs on board, however.
I've watched Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and I'm still watching Discovery because the show hasn't ended yet as of me streaming this.
Something's not right here. Where are the Borg ships that attacked the Kittimer? Captain, I want you to scan those nearby gas clouds while we assist the crew of the Kittimer. Make sure they're not hiding any unwanted guests.
Sensors are having difficulty getting clear resolution through the gaseous anomalies. We will need to move in to very close range to acquire useful information.
Reports indicate traces of gamma radiation, but there's something off in the readings.
This is Janeway. Janeway. We're detecting some unusual gamma radiation levels near your position. We're having trouble getting a clear scan. I don't like the look of it. Try recalibrating your multispatial sensor array. That should provide a better reading. Let me know what you find out there. That level of radiation could hide a lot of things, including the Borg.
And so, basically, depending on my career path, things could change.
The multispatial sensor array has been recalibrated, Captain.
Picking up a transwarp signature. It's right on top of us! The Borg!
The Borg are attacking us as well. Use full impulse to reach us quickly.
And so, we have to go through from the lieutenant onwards. Alright, let's do this. This is not as... Well, keep in mind, this is in the game, it's classed as a light cruiser, but in reality, it's actually classed as a frigate in continuity.
This is the emergency medical hologram aboard the USS Kittimer. I am requesting assistance from any Federation vessel in range. I've lost contact with the bridge. I am unable to contact Commander Davis for new instructions. The Kittimer is being overwhelmed by Borg boarding parties. These Borg are different than the ones in my history records. They seem disconnected somehow. They're strange, but still quite dangerous. I am an emergency medical hologram, not a miracle worker.
The Borg did some serious damage to the Kittimer. The EMH might be in command because no one else is fit to do so. I'm reading a few probes from the Kittimer in the system. Looks like they were conducting research here before the Borg attacked. I want you to collect data from those probes. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this. We'll send teams to aid the Kittimer while you collect that data. One more thing. If you or your crew are unable to tackle this, speak up now. I know firsthand what fighting the Borg can do, even to seasoned officers.
We're scared. We all studied Admiral Janeway's Borg tactics, but no one thought we'd have to use them so soon. I know we need to be ready for the day when we're alone against the Collective. The counselors are already working with the crew. Do you want them to convey a message from you? Understood.
I've linked the Iota point to your map. Scan there while we see to the Kittimer.
Yes. I believe they actually have a habit of like bringing in the full cast for certain adventures.
Good. Head for probe number 2. One last probe, and we should be able to assemble all of the data. Send us the data so we can begin our analysis. We have your data, and our science team is analyzing it now. Our tactical teams have eliminated the Borg boarding parties on the Kittimer. Why do you ask?
There is an 88.47% chance that you will need my help. I have 75 million gigaquads of computer memory and an extensive library of files on military tactics and command strategies. I believe I can spare a few bits of processing power for you.
Borg transform signatures detected. All hands, battle stations.
They're firing. I need help.
Yeah, I'm on my way. One probe down.
More Borg. I don't know if we're ready for this.
Hold the line. We've beaten them before, we can do it again.
Yep, we're outnumbered.
Remember your training. You're a Starfleet officer. You've got it.
Multiple Borg warp signatures detected. It's an invasion force.
We are the Borg. From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
We're outnumbered. There's no way we can...
They're leaving. Scan their trajectory. I want to know where they're going. Concentrate fire on that sphere.
Shields are down. And kill it, freaking dodge!
Direct hit.
All right. Here's how I see it, Captain. The Borg are using the Pollux system as a staging area. Our long-range sensors are picking up inbound transwarp signatures. Based on our analysis, their most likely target is the Vega system. There's a civilian colony there, and if the Borg take it, they'll have a large population to assimilate. Agreed. Voyager and Chimera are better equipped to hold off the Borg and assist the Khitomer. Once you've warned the colony, return to Earth space dock.
We have to make our way to Vega as soon as we can, Captain. I just hope we're not too late to warn the colony. Are you ready to go?
Shields up. Red alert.
You will become one with the Borg. Resistance is futile.
You need to warn the Vega colony about the impending attack. We'll do what we can here to hold off the Borg and repair the Khitomer. Good luck.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Okay, I'm lieutenant. I'm level 2, so that makes me a lieutenant. By the way, that I skipped. So technically, once you graduate from Starfleet Academy, you become an ensign. Then I think after 2 years, you can qualify to become a science council. Yes. So by the way, every ship has a deflector, an impulse, warp, shields, and fore and aft weapons. So depending on the class of your ship, it determines how many, say, engineering consoles you can have, or science consoles, or tactical consoles. Now, another thing that you can get there's also something as universal consoles, which basically means you can actually they can go everywhere. Right? So, light cruisers, like this here, cruisers, have more engineering because they're like bigger, beefier ships. Now, the downside to this is they are generally slower than other ships. And I believe, yeah, we have to physically do there. And we're doing it at Wood 5. It is going to take us some time to get there. So, I like to fly carriers. Now, the reason why I like to fly carriers is because I can actually have, say, a wing of support craft to assist me in combat. Now, generally they're very, very weak, but if you actually get the right one and you actually level them up to a certain degree, they can become really powerful and they can really do damage. Alright, so
we arrived before the Borg. Now my heart can start beating again. What are your orders, Captain? Tavrel managed to establish a comm link with Willa Post, the administrator of Vega Colony. It's not a great signal, but it's the best we're gonna get.
Greetings, Captain. Is there something I can do for you today? Repeat, please. Your signal is breaking up. Did you see the Borg? What about...
I have lost contact with Vega Colony, sir. Something is blocking all subspace signals in this area. Even our hails to the civilian ships are not getting through. There is a communication satellite nearby. It should boost our signal sufficiently to inform the freighters of the danger and warn the colony. Our hails are still blocked, sir. The Borg may be attempting to isolate the planet before they land. Your order.
The Borg are jamming up any remote signals. It's not safe to beam through that. I think I can boost the gain, though.
Transwarp conduits opening all over the system, Captain. The Borg are here. Those civilian ships are right in the Borg's path. We have to help them.
Captain, I have short-range communications. Long-range signals are still blocked. I can contact the planet and have informed Administrator Post of the situation. However, the Borg have already landed and are moving toward the colony. It may be more prudent to retreat back to the Chimera, sir.
Borg landing craft detected nearby. Captain, there are civilian ships engaging them.
I believe I can send a message to those ships.
Civilian ships, you are ordered to disengage and retreat. We will cover you.
Roger that, Starfleet. All ships, fall back.
All civilian ships have safely warped up the system, Captain. Captain, the Borg have landed, and the colony won't be able to hold them off for long. I recommend beaming down to Vega and getting as many people out as we can.
So, as well as assisting me in space combat, the bridge crew will also assist me in ground-to-ground combat. Now, I believe no matter what rank they're set up as on the ship, so say I have a I have a commander and tactical and a commander engineering. So the commander tactical is able to use all their abilities, while the commander engineer can only use up to their lieutenant abilities. And no, they don't get to actually become captains.
Captain, according to our readings, over half the planet is already assimilated by the Borg. At the rate they're progressing, the region we're in will be overrun in roughly 1 hour. And if that wasn't bad enough, the interference is affecting the ship's No, sir. I'll follow your lead. That's one of those Borg ships from orbit. Are we too late? Those landing ships don't just carry drones. They can pump nanoprobes directly into the ground and the atmosphere. We need to hurry. The Borg will be in this area soon.
Ava! The Borg are everywhere! Oh. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to be assimilated. Thank you. I don't want to be assimilated.
Leave the gate closed! We have to get out of here!
And leave the others to die? We have to help them.
Starfleet!
Starfleet's here. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Please, we didn't know if anyone from Starfleet got our distress signal, and we don't have any weapons. But we do have some spare armor suits for you and your officer. They're in the crates next to the gate. This code will open the gate. Please, Administrator Post and some of the others are still there. You have to save them.
Okay, take off.
Press the U key to view your status or the status of your...
Alright, so...
Oh no, we're too late.
I could hear their voices in my head.
Out of here. Why are you running to that way?
Thank you.
See, as I said, they're the engineer catching with they use turrets and whatnot to attach just. And this, even I can do stuff like that. It was if I was
Get the hell out of here!
We have the civilians. There is still no sign of Chimera or Voyagers.
I apologize for Koles putting a rifle in your face. If it wasn't for him, the Borg would have assimilated me by now. What's the situation? Are you bringing more Starfleet reinforcements? I see. Then it's true. Vega is doomed. A single starship cannot hope to stop this. Still, there is more to do. Many citizens are hiding in their homes. We cannot abandon them to the Borg. I know. Koles and I have been trying to get around the interference field. Thank you for tagging the people you found and getting them safely transported to your ship. No, there are dozens more hiding out in the buildings, but Koles and I have a plan. We think a pattern enhancer will do the trick. With that, we can transport the remaining citizens to your ship. But first, I'd like to offer you some equipment. Vega was a trade colony, and this gear was intended to... But first, I'd like to offer you some equipment. Vega was a trade colony, and this gear was intended to go to Starbase 65. I think you need it more.
Okay, so this is the basic kit I can use.
Lowered shields for the transporters. I will need to raise them before we start the battleships.
Pattern enhancers are working. I'm not a moment too soon. I can hear the Borg moving this way. I'll do that. How long do you think you can hold off the Borg?
Remember when we thought fighting a Borg spear was the worst thing that could happen today?
Concentrate fire on the Borg. We need to keep them away from the civilians.
Another group of civilians has beamed to the ship, Captain.
Shields are back up, sir, but more Borg vessels are warping to our location. We have detected a timing generator near your position. There is a 94.6% chance it is the device affecting our transporters. If you can destroy it, we will transport as many people from the area as we are able.
Thank you for everything you've done. Even though it was impossible to save everyone, those you did save will be forever in your debt.
Glad to do anything I can. I was born on Vega. There's no way I'm sitting by and letting the Borg take it without a fight.
All right, Koles, you're gonna see friends who've been assimilated. Don't hesitate.
I know the truth. I was never expecting any Borg here. That one. We played poker last night.
Now, normally in fighting the Borg, you have to actually, if you're using an energy weapon, you have to actually moderately.
Look over there! That drone, it's Captain Taggart!
Oh my god.
The Borg are activating the transport inhibitor. We need to disable that force field. Borg are so, what's the word? Effective? Systematic? Evil. I'm gonna go with evil.
This.
Resistance is futile.
We need to help Captain Taggart! Initiating emergency medical transport.
Probably with security team.
Sickbay has received Captain Taggart. They are initiating emergency medical procedures.
Sorry.
The ship is transporting anyone they can get a lock on, Captain, but we don't have much time. We need to get back as soon as possible.
There should be your security team there as well. We know it's possible to actually reverse the process. It's just...
We're packed to the brim with civilians, Captain. I don't think we could fit one more soul on this ship. Communications are still jammed. The immediate problem is the civilian ships in this system. Vega's a huge trading outpost. There are always ships traveling here. We need to warn them the Borg have taken over.
Because Janeway was able to get most of the, well, actually about half of her system, body from the Borg.
Possibly, but what we need to do is hightail it out of here with these civilians. Of course, the path to the satellites does lead away from the planet, so we could remotely reconfigure them as we leave. The message won't get very far, but anyone who enters the system will get the signal and be able to turn around before it's too late.
Keep in mind, on Voyager, they didn't have that many resources. They had
Multiple probes inbound. I don't think the Borg like us hanging around.
EMH.
Never thought I wish I was back at the academy studying for the astrometrics final.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to service ours.
We'll do a lot of damage to that sphere,
Sir, there are several fast-moving ships on sensors. No way to contact them, and I can't tell if they're friend or foe.
Copy that.
Lower your shield and prepare.
Oh, shit!
A cube? Guess it's our time to go out in a blaze of glory.
All hands, this is Admiral Janeway. Target that cube and open fire.
So, we have...
You've done well. Now let's finish this.
We have the USS Voyager, Chimera, USS Armitage, and USS Starfighter. Looks like a Steamboater class ship. That looks... Could be an ambassador? Or, no, could be an
Sorry about the delay. Dealing with the Borg and Pollux took longer than I'd have liked. As you can see, Starfleet got our request for backup. More ships are on the way. Oh, you'd be surprised, Captain. Mirandas are a lot tougher than you think. That ship helped you save a lot of lives here today. Treat her well, and she'll do a lot more for you and your crew. I want you to return to Earth space dock. Admiral Quinn will want a full report from us. Meet me in his office after you arrive.
We need to get the civilians to safety, and I don't think I can handle any more excitement.
Yep. Let's do this.
I'll see you back at Earth Space Dock, Captain. One more thing. Try not to pick any more fights with the Borg before you get there. I think you've had enough excitement for now. Janeway out.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Alright, let's actually put everything on there. So we're gonna replace this beam split with this beam auto, because I prefer the auto. And this actually increases my turn rate, which is something I actually need. We don't unlock Transwarp until very, very later. Okay. Oh, I think we can't. Nope. We can't hit. We have to travel the distance. We have to travel technically 2 different sectors just to get there. It is going to take a long while. So I will actually show you guys what. So you see, there's a lot of ships in this game. By the way, there 3,000 Zen is about $30 per ship. There is actually a unique way of actually doing fleets in this game. So unlike most games where it's one fleet equals to one guild, in this game you can actually have multiple guilds under one banner, and they actually can help each other out with projects and whatnot. I don't think I have access to repetition yet. No, I don't. So, by the way, there's actually a summer event, and then there's also a, what is this? And a, winter event. Oh, so they have a winter event starts, I think, in like late November or so, and then they also have a summer event. The summer event should actually be starting after the current event. There is another event going on right now called Delete Alt Control. Which I don't get access to see anything. Okay, so we're closing in, we're almost there. It just takes a while at freaking Warp 5. Space dock, yay. 'cause this is where a lot of Federation players hang out. They'll let in this area. There's also the Club 47. This is shipyards, which we'll go into a little bit. Which one did I do with the story real quick?
Ah, there you are. It's good to see you in person. I've already filed my report with the Admiral. He's waiting for yours now. You've showed exemplary performance under duress. You saved a lot of people, including Captain Taggart. You stood tall against the Borg in combat. That's a lot to face as a cadet on a training cruise, but you handled it all very well. I've said as much in my report. Now, more than ever, Starfleet needs its best and brightest officers out there to defend the Federation and uphold the ideals that make it strong. Officers like you. I can't speak for the Admiral, but I believe you and your crew have a bright future ahead. Don't mention it. For now, duty calls. You have a report to give, and I'll be meeting with the Admiralty to discuss plans for the Vega situation. Take care.
We have a lot to discuss, Cadet. Yes, I see that here in the report filed by Admiral Janeway. She granted you a field promotion to give you seniority over the rest of the active crew of your ship. As a cadet, you were assigned to an Academy training cruise under Captain Taggart, his acting first officer, correct? Facing off against a Borg invasion force within hours of leaving Starfleet Academy? You've had quite a day. In your own words, tell me what happened out there. That's quite the story. Don't worry. I have statements here from Admiral Janeway, Captain Nog, and Administrator Post from Vega Colony corroborating your story. All three of them cite your bravery and command skills, as well as you and your crew's willingness to put yourselves in harm's way to preserve the lives of others. And you're exactly the kind of officer Starfleet needs. I know your ship might not be the Enterprise, but I think you've proven yourself capable of sitting in her captain's chair. Under normal circumstances, it would take you years of work to get your own command. But these are not normal circumstances. We're at war with the Klingon Empire. The Borg have returned. I'm losing more trained officers and ships than I can spare. Ships we can build, but leaders with courage and honor? Those are harder to find. It's time to try something different. I need someone who can handle themselves in a crisis and get the best out of their crew. Even though you're young, I think you're that person. I hereby promote you to the rank of lieutenant and give you command of the ship. Don't disappoint me. Captain Taggart went through hell, but he's on the road to a full recovery, thanks to you. Don't dwell on the negative. The lives you saved on your ship and at Vega Colony are what matter the most here. Now it's up to you and your crew to continue to honor Starfleet as you carve out your own legacy. Unfortunately, Vega is lost. Starfleet Command will meet with Federation President Enoch Okeg and the Federation Council to determine our next steps. For now, Starfleet vessels will patrol the outskirts of the Vega system to ensure no Borg escape. Do you have any further questions? You will be assigned to the Klingon front, but first, you could use some new equipment for your ship. I have some improved consoles developed by the Starfleet Corps of Engineers. These consoles can be installed on your ship to improve its abilities. As you improve in rank, you will earn better consoles. Other ships you will command throughout your career will have space for many more. When you're done here, go see Durr's racks to customize your starship's appearance.
Okay. As you see, there's a lot of missions. Okay.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Pajem. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions. so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You are to escort Ambassador Soketh to Pajem. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
Copy that. Alright. So. Let's actually equip these things real quick. Let's put this in the front since I'm mostly facing to the front, and put that in the secondary console. So this increases my phaser damage by that much. Alright, let's, first and foremost, let's actually change our uniform real quick. Show you guys, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what all there is to offer in this game. So here we can actually change the look of our uniform.
Hello. You can alter your uniform and look here.
So, we can actually apply that's what I should have been wearing, but okay. I actually prefer this look. Apply character, uniform. Rank, no, we are not a ensign. We are going to go with lieutenant. You can't really see it because of my hair. Yeah. It's a lot easier to see my neck and everything. Alright. And then exit.
Now you're looking sharp.
Yep. So, personal equipment. This is where I can buy stuff for, you know, to equip myself. So I can get yeah. So I'm gonna buy this because I can we're not gonna buy any modules because there's no point, because it's not gonna take me long to actually get there, but it's like I'll get some things. Yes, can do that. Commodity trader, I believe. I don't have anything in my bank, but I also have an account bank, which I can just shove things in there for my character, so I can move things from my account. This is like the shuttle bay, which can actually just like go in here and just like take a look around and everything. I'm not gonna do that because there's not really much to do. Alright, so this is actually what a lot of games serve as the auction house. So we can get things, buy things like master keys. Yeah, you can buy like acquisition packs and whatnot to actually, you know, buy ships. I actually at one point I was actually heavily invested in that type of thing. So not much to do over here. Just this looks pretty like a nice place to sit down and relax. And we'll go here. Keep in mind, this is actually the second iteration of this. The first iteration was a lot more compact and felt a lot more stuffy. Okay, so we can actually change the loadout of our ship. So we have the Miranda, we have the Centaur, we have the Suez, which I don't have access to. I'll go with the Centaur refit. Alright. So, we can actually acquire ships. There is a lot of things. So, we can actually buy a warbird. I get this because I have the to get this, you actually have to have a there's a thing called lifetime subscriber. So what that does, it gives you a thing for as long as the game is running, which I don't think it's gonna shut down anytime soon. You get like 500 Zen a month, access to the captain yacht, and a number of other things. So if I did the lithium, which I don't, we can like buy ship stuff like that. Manage ships. This is where I can just manage the ship I have. Request stuff for it. I'm not gonna do that. Because it's best to actually, for now, to stick with the store stuff.
When you're ready to return to your ship, click the beam to ship button.
Yes. So yeah, that's all you can do here. I don't think... Oh, I can actually... Oh, this is actually like a proper place to like just sit down and relax. This is like a nice collective view and everything. I've never been up here. Oh, there's actually Gene Roddenberry. I think these are actually the actual people who actually died that actually helped with Star Trek. Hey! Thank you for the follow, man. Or lady. Let's go with the... Man, let's see what's... Is there, like, anything to do down here? Okay, so it's just... main concourse and whatnot. By the way, I forgot to show you this. There is actually, if you do higher level content, you can actually get your ship damaged. Like it can lower your shield retreat rate or the amount of shields you can have on your ship. Turn rate, health, number of things. So there are... Yeah, let's actually... you can actually get an item in to repair it in the field instead of coming back here. It's actually, you know, very helpful to do so. I know! I actually forgot to do something. I forgot to add, the chat. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, well, so one of the things that set me apart from most streamers is, first of all, I'm a working guy. I actually work and stream. Also, I'm autistic, right? I try to explain things so to actually get people interested in the game. That's another reason why I stream. Another reason is I just want to talk to people. Because right now, no one is actually on from my community that I'm a part of. Okay, so right now we are in the infirmary. As the described, this is where you go when you're sick or you're injured. Same thing with like your ship injuries. Your characters can get injured as well. Now, if you play it on normal content, I don't think you can actually get an injury or a ship at all. I don't think that's possible. I could be wrong. And last but not least, we're going to Club 47. This is like an area to like hang out and whatnot. Thank you for that. said, nice playthrough. You get some nice music going. I actually sometimes come down here. If I just... Oh! So, great, it's actually nice to talk to a fellow veteran. I have been playing it since... God, it's in... So I've been playing it just before the Romulans came out. So I've been playing it for on and off for quite some time. There is something that I've ran into because I just came back to the game today. When I came back, most of the stuff that I had was gone. Like I bought a number of Zen store ships. They're just gone. I don't have access to them anymore. Which sucks, but I'm mushing on and actually continuing playing this game. Luckily, I don't have to completely start over. One of the things that I actually do get to keep is my R&D. Thank God for that. We can't get into R&D right now because I think you have to be level 10, if memory serves, to be able to do that. But yeah, this is all of Space Talk. Now we can actually beam down to the Academy, which we didn't get to explore during the tutorial. Not yet. Yeah, we get to walk around. There's actually... They made NPCs do things. You know, just walk around and whatnot. Good place to come. You know, not much really different from... We've actually mostly explored this place during the tutorial.
My friends sacrificed so much to secure peace with the Klingons. I bear the responsibility for the consequences to him and his crew, a thought that troubles me to this day. The hope was that this alliance would last forever. It did not. The Klingons have chosen war. The Federation is doing its utmost to protect its borders and the billions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be our undoing.
Wow! Oh, you mean to San Francisco? Or the actual place that where it is. If you've been to that, nice. I've actually been to San Francisco myself, but I don't think I've actually been to where it is in real life. I was actually there for a trip.
Greetings. Thank you for agreeing to escort the ambassador to Pajem. Ambassador Soketh is currently attending a ritual to honor the end of the Kalrek holiday. He will be done soon, but the ambassador is hesitant to use transporter technology. His bias against the transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it.
Oh! That is really nice. I did not know that. No, I don't think I've actually been there. I have seen the Golden Gate Bridge. But I don't think I've actually been... Yeah, no, I don't think... Yeah. But it has been over the better part of a decade since I've been there. I don't really travel that much. The last place I went, like, really traveled was... God, was New York, yeah. My second trip to New York, for my... Oma's funeral. Language clarification. Oma means grandmother in German.
I believe that Soketh would be much more comfortable traveling by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Starfleet shuttlecraft. This is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
Captain, I regret to inform you that we have come to an impasse in completing your mission. Allow me to explain. As you know, Pajem is sacred to the Vulcan people, and access to it is strictly prohibited. Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty, but Savin, the leader of the order that maintains the monastery, has chosen this moment to illogically refuse to grant Ambassador Soketh permissions to meet with the abbot at Pajem. This is most abnormal. The ambassador has considered going to the council to request that they overrule Savin, but the process will take time that he simply does not have. If the ambassador is unable to complete his journey to Pajem now, he will have to delay it until after the trade conference at Coridan is complete, and that could take weeks. The ambassador, I'm afraid, has spent too much time off-world. I have seen it change him. His interactions with other species have grown easier over the years, but our own people have become more challenging for him to deal with. Perhaps you could speak to Savin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than he has in convincing him to grant the ambassador's request.
Peace and long life. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Soketh accuses me of abandoning logic, but he is the one refusing to explain his reasons for wanting to go to Pajem. The planet is sacred. Our ancestors walked those paths. They found understanding and serenity in its quiet. When I am at Pajem, I feel more at peace than any place else in the galaxy. Pajem has been touched by outside influences in the past. The Federation is at war. Now more than any other time. We must protect this refuge.
He has a point. Right? And I respect him for his point. That's very respectable. And right, he's not being so over because I said so. But no, he's actually... And this is why I like the Vulcans so much, because they actually approach things logically. If only our, you know, if more people actually acted more like Vulcans. But...
Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Many years ago, Pajem was used for political purposes. Technology used to spy on the Andorians was hidden beneath the sacred sanctuary. It should never have happened. Buildings that had stood for 12 centuries were destroyed because we allowed politics and war in a place where there should only be logic and contemplative thought. When the monastery was rebuilt, we pledged to keep it safe from the cares of the galaxy. Only those who seek peace may enter.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good philosophy. Now, of course, we can't be like Vulcans all the time. Sometimes our emotions get the better of us.
Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Even a people who reject emotion require peace and contemplation. We are a spiritual people. Our rituals guide us throughout our lives. Vulcans who choose a life of study and isolation, as the monks at Pajem have done, help us maintain our connection with our ancestors. The monk's study of Sirach's words in the Kirshara give us all a greater understanding of who we are and who we should strive to be. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Centuries ago, the Vulcans were creatures of emotion. We fought one another in a series of wars that devastated our planet. Our species was on the brink of annihilation. Sirach taught us to embrace peace and to put aside our emotions in favor of logic. Sirach ushered in a time of awakening on Vulcan. His writings, the Kirshara, shaped all that we are. Without Sirach, the Vulcans you know would not exist.
And that would be a shame for the galaxy.
Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? I neither trust him nor distrust the ambassador. I simply do not understand him. He will not reveal his reasons for wishing to speak to the abbot, and has refused a mind meld with me. Normally I could respect his privacy, but other things I have heard trouble me. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Sokath has spent more and more time away from Vulcan in recent years, and seems ill at ease in what was once his home. Tapella admits he has changed in the past few months. He spends hours closeted in his study, and does not share meals with his staff as he used to. Tapella says that the stress of the war with the Klingon Empire is taking its toll. She hopes the peace of Pajem will restore him. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? The monks do not use any unnecessary technology. Even replicators are not permitted on Pajem. There is a communications array available to the monks for emergencies. Sokath's request does not qualify.
Ah, okay.
Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
That's actually a good policy. So it sounds to me like the monks on Pajem are somewhat like the Amish, which I can respect. I respect the Amish to this day. They believe in the way they do, and if they follow it, more power to them.
I will permit it if you will pledge to me, on your honor as a Starfleet officer, that you will protect Pajem from harm. Sokath says his reasons for wanting to speak to the abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please, protect Pajem from any who would violate its sanctity.
I can do that.
Welcome to Vulcan. Do you have any questions? Excellent. Our departure has been delayed long enough by the whims of one man. I am prepared for the journey and can leave immediately.
I do like that they actually spent the time to actually make it feel like Vulcan. From what I have watched and what very little I've read about Vulcan, I think they've done an amazing job.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure. Live long and prosper.
You shouldn't have done that. You should have gone around it. Yes, you are completely right. But I believe they actually do work with Paramount for this type of thing. Another thing that I love about this game is the fact that they have to bring back the actors to voice themselves in this game. Like, having Janeway voiced by the actor who played Janeway
Your
is
inventory
awesome.
has a replicator that will allow you to click on replicator to... You can purchase common items.
This is Captain Katak to all Klingon vessels. Target their warp drive. There will be no escaping our vengeance this time.
So 3 birds of prey. And now it's 2 birds of prey.
Cease your fire, Captain! Perhaps today is a day for words. My fellow captains were blinded by our vengeance toward the shapeshifter aboard your vessel. They have died with honor. But if I am to die this day, then I would prefer to regale the halls of Strovalcor with the tale of that foul creature's death. Ha! So even the mighty Federation has been fooled by the beast. Your guest from Vulcan is not as he or she seems, Captain. They are an Undine. They put on a false face and try to control us, but we Klingons know better. We will hunt them down until the last of these honorless dogs dies screaming. Proof? Pah! Allow me to stick a blade in its belly while I look it in the eye while it dies. That should be proof enough, even for Starfleet.
No, it isn't.
If you wish the honor of the kill yourself, then it is yours to have. So long as the Undine dies, I will meet my death with eyes wide open and victory in my heart. I await your decision. Close hailing frequencies. My patience is growing thin, Captain. If you lack the stomach to slay the beast aboard your vessel, then any Klingon here would gladly do it for you. I'd hate for you to stain that pretty Starfleet uniform with Undine blood. Then the beast is slain? Makka! Very good. Perhaps you've the heart of a warrior after all. Let me look upon our enemy, and tonight we will dine together as warriors and drink to the honored dead.
Captain, I take my meditations very seriously. Why have I been summoned to the bridge?
Alive? You're a fool, Captain! Strike now before it's too late!
No. Without proof.
You want proof? Then lower your shields and allow me to beam over. Once the Undine's blood coats my blade, you'll see it for what it truly is. A Grint hound in Tark's clothing.
What if you're wrong? That's the thing.
There's no need, Captain. The situation is not difficult to unravel. My concern lies in the logic of you entertaining this Klingon's meritless claim. A most illogical conclusion. Allow us to examine the facts, Captain. You have a crippled Klingon vessel, whose captain has made unsubstantiated claims that I am an Undine, a species that is known to both the Federation and the Klingon Empire as a considerable threat. Potentially, but only if a great many other factors were to be true. Is it not much more likely that the Klingons have, in the face of defeat, instead sought to exploit Starfleet's desire for peaceful resolutions to conflict in order to repair their vessel and renew their assault?
A true warrior strikes without mercy, Captain. I only hope to teach you this lesson personally before the Undine does. We may not be able to best your vessel, but a Klingon knows many roads to victory. The beast may have evaded my vengeance for now, but I can still ruin its plans here at Pajem.
A wise precaution. Though I admit I am eager to see my people safe, I will await word until the monastery is secured. And Captain, let not my journey here be for naught. A wise precaution.
Alright, so let's do this. By the way, for reference, I will only be streaming until about 10-ish. It could be a little before 10 or before, a little after. Depends on what I'm doing in the meantime. I have to do one more thing to... turn those. I was looking for subtitles, I think you couldn't right now. I'll have to look for it after the stream. Alright, so... this stuff right here is... one of the things needed for R&D. Now, R&D can actually be very useful. One of the things you can actually make from R&D, I think you have to be at least level 5 or higher, I think, is to make the DR-116 rifle. That weapon is extremely useful against a lot of things, actually. It's actually a weapon that the Borg cannot defend against. Because unlike most of the weapons that you find in this game, it's actually physical based. It's not energy based, meaning they can't adapt to it.
I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soket. They have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter. You need to be very careful. This imposter was able to fool Sopeth's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
Riding along my home state. For those who don't know, I'm actually from Texas. I don't know. That looks like a I don't know. The ship. That looks like a
This is Captain LaForge of the USS Challenger. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Perhaps you'll return the favor someday. LaForge out.
Actually, my second favorite character in all of Star Trek, LaForge. My favorite is actually Worf. Now, the reason why I actually like Worf a lot is the fact that
The ambassador was an Undine? I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create?
Is the fact that he goes through a great growth through not only Star Trek The Next Generation, but also Star Trek Deep Space Nine. It's just, I love to see that in a character.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
I've received a report there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at Earth space dock. It may need assistance.
Alright. Before we continue with this, I'm actually going to go and get more juice because I'm out. So I'll be right back. Sorry that took a little longer than I expected. I didn't know they were actually making brownies tonight. While we're actually doing this, I can actually equip. I can actually put a shield on. We actually got a new torpedo, right? Yeah. And then just. And then, yeah.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. Warp core containment field down. Radiation flooding ship. Communications and life support failing. Cannot eject warp core. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
I'm on the way. Alright, so before we actually do this mission, I'm actually going to show you guys my main character. Alright, so that's the character is on. This is the one I'm going to do. Alright, so it looks like I was right, there's some stuff in here to actually do. No, I'm not gonna do with that. I'm not really up to doing that real quick.
You've done well, and while there are still issues at the Klingon front, it's time to move to a bigger picture. Come see me at Earth Space Dock for new information.
Yeah, not really dealing with you right now. Okay, so, in the course of playing the game, which you reach like 10 or 11, don't remember which one, you unlock duty officers, and then admiralty as well as R&D. Duty officers are just basically crew members who you send out to do missions. And they can, you know, they do science. Let's see, I have diplomacy 2, military 3. It basically allows you to, you know, do stuff. So I'm actually going to show you guys how it actually happens. So let's take this one, Dabo, for example. Yes, he actually has cunning and efficiency, but the problem is he doesn't have entertainer. Well, let's set this group out. So it takes 6 hours. That's in-game time, by the way. You know what? For simplicity's sake, I'll also do this. We have a decent chance. So overall, we have a 89% chance of success. That's not bad. I don't actually. That's my only bonus. Okay. I actually need to flush out my duty officers. That's all I'm gonna do. Show the camera. So, let's take this one for example. So every ship that you have, right, that isn't already on a mission, can be done through this. So we are going to send this out. Do I have any tactical ships? This is the only. Well, actually, no. But this is a single use. I have. And I have just enough to actually get over it. Let's actually send this out. And for sake of that, I don't have that many ships for my admiralty. These I got from the Phoenix reward box, which is annoying. So R&D is, I don't think I can actually make it. Yeah, I don't see it. Is where I can actually make my own items. Also, another thing I haven't gone over is the lithium. Now, what is the lithium? The lithium is used in a number of things, ranging from buying ships to ships and equipment to upgrading your tech. So the ship that I'm currently using is a Breen Charthan carrier. Yes, it is got just basic stuff on it. Keep in mind, I only just came back to the game today. The ship that I originally was using, actually go transfer, look at it, would be the USS Muckenberger. Muckenberger? A heavy strike wing escort. Now, it's decently equipped, but it could use with some improvements. So, because this is a type tier 5U, which means I've upgraded it, I've unlocked the mastery system. Now, what the mastery system does, it basically allows me to, as I'm doing stuff with the ship and gaining experience, it actually gains experience itself, and I can actually level up from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. Right? Tier 6 ships has us as well, but they actually have 5. I have that one, and I have the... Oh. I did not know that. Apparently I have to upgrade it for free. I did not know I could actually upgrade it even further. Huh. but this is a science ship. Preferably, I like to, as I said earlier, I like to fly carriers. I am gonna actually, most likely next paycheck, which is actually this Wednesday, gonna be buying a new ship. I'll have to talk to actually some people who are actually playing this game to find out which ship I want. Yes, I would like a carrier, but I need something to that will allow me to, that I can use for now, so that I can actually, get the gear, slowly get the gear, so and then buy what I want. Yes, I know that. But I just don't have the money to get it. But I just don't have access to any Tier 5 ships. Tier 6 ships that I can actually use. Because they all require... Yeah, and they actually level up with you, which is great. I love that aspect. I would like to get this, which is the Tier 6 version of the ship I have. Yeah. Originally, I think I had like 6 or 7. What carrier do you have? Let's actually look at it real quick. Is it actually from a reward box, or can I actually or can I buy it from Zinsor? Oh, okay. Well, let me actually look at it. Ships.
The shuttle to Saturn will leave in 0830 hours.
Let's look at this thing. Ooh, that's actually... That paint job looks sick, though. So... Let's see, what's the crew?
Security teams, report to docking bay 6.
So it comes with 3 fourths, 3 aft, 3 devices, a Lieutenant Commander Tactical, and Engineering, and Ensign Engineering, Lieutenant Science, Commander Science, / Miracle Worker, Lieutenant Commander Universal / Temporal Agent. Comes with 4 Tactical, 2 Engineering, and then 5 Science.
Construction technicians needed on deck 36.
That's actually not bad. And it has what? Two hair, hand. Yeah, that's not that bad. Keep on, I've actually really used the science vessel. how many fighters is lots of fighters? You have to be more specific. Because I actually have a carrier and it allows me to have 12 out at one time. But the problem is they're freaking weak as shit. Pardon my language. Yeah.
Security teams, report to docking bay 6.
I think there's actually some modules or something that can actually allows you to increase the number you can have at one time. Like I think a friend of mine can actually have like 36 at one time.
Transporter technician to room 1232.
I might get this as well.
The counseling staff is hosting an open house at 12:30 hours. Raktoshino and light refreshments will be available.
Or I'll buy like a bundle as well.
Transporter technician to room 1232.
Really? I like anti-proton. And yeah, no, anti-proton's actually a good damage type unless I changed it. And technically, I should have actually gotten this. Because I bought something via Buff, which is actually a program I have, and it hasn't actually showed up yet. I'm gonna have to do that. But let's get back to the live stream, so I can probably do like one more mission. I know that there are some energy types.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help.
That are actually like really shitty, like Tachyon, because Tachyon doesn't do anything to the hull really. Plasmas is another good damage if you want to do dots.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. We're being pursued by Orion raiders. Crew injured, taking heavy fire. Dropping out of warp near your coordinates. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us. Thought when I first got this ability that it isn't actually all that good, but now that I'm actually a lot more experienced playing this game, it is combined with a high yield torpedoes is like really good combo. And it can actually make your going through the missions a lot easier because it can basically one shot, depending on if your torpedo launcher is actually equivalent to your level, it can make your life so much easier.
Captain, I'm concerned about the radiation on the Azura. She might have some damage to the warp core, but our sensors can't pick up enough to determine exactly what you'll find over there. I'm sure I can send you and the away team to the ship safely, but getting you back might be a problem until the Azura's critical damage is repaired. Step on the transporter pad when you're ready to go, and be careful, sir.
Yep. Aren't transporter chiefs normally non-commissioned officers? I'm not science. I'm tactical.
Enemy target
That's actually not bad.
We hit an Orion ambush on our way to K7. We lost our weapons almost immediately, and then we took a direct hit near engineering. Our warp engine's magnetic antimatter containment field failed. We had no choice but to drop shields and use the power to try to stabilize the containment field. As soon as the shields were down, Orions boarded the ship. I'll never let those green pirates have the Azura. Please, take my crew to safety. I'll keep trying to stabilize the warp core. If I'm lucky, I can buy you some time.
Oh, that's not fair.
It is no surprise that the cowardly Orions cannot even handle raiding a freighter. But their call for assistance has given us a chance for glorious combat.
freighter.
Leave now if you know what's good for you, Starfleet. We are taking this ship, her crew, and her cargo.
Ship is under attack. Shields have failed.
You have 2-to-1 advantage in a one-on-one fight, and I've already got future shields. Bye-bye. And see you next time. Ah, a battleship.
Attempting to get a transporter lock on Captain Brott, sir. Boosting containment. We have it, Captain.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can. The Azura was a transport ship, best in the quadrant. Mostly I hauled medical supplies or farming equipment, but I had room in the cargo bays for a little of everything. I have one customer who is just crazy for Tranya. I don't save the galaxy on a regular basis like you Starfleet types do, but hauling cargo is a good way to make a living. I'm helping people in my own way. You saved my crew. There's thieves, pirates, and a whole lot of trouble if you ask me. Raiders have always been a danger to ships like mine, but the problem has gotten worse since the Orions allied with the Klingons. Now they think they can do anything to anyone. Someone needs to put a stop to these raids. You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever We have been having trouble with the warp core for a few days. I was hoping I could make it to the closest starbase, but when the containment field started to collapse, I used every bit of power we had to help stabilize it. The minute I rerouted power from the shields to the containment field, the Orions were there. For all I know, they detected I was in trouble and were waiting for the right time to pounce. You saved my crew. I'll go back to Belarus for a few weeks, I suppose. I have enough latinum saved up to get me back on my feet. As soon as I can get another ship, I'll be doing transport runs again. I have customers waiting. You saved my crew.
Well done. You saved that crew just in time.
Alright, we get a new energy, armor, shields, and a warp core.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Your first skill points. Click here to learn.
Alright. So, I have 1 skill point. I'm putting that into that. I'm basically gonna build this character as my main character. Endurance training. Good job. Be a little bit more taken care.
Starfleet has lost contact with the Federation science station in the Kasei system, because all communications from Kasei 2 must be boosted by a satellite that compensates for Metreon isotopes prevalent in the system. It may be that the communications array is in need of repair. Please make the necessary repairs to the communications array and re-establish contact with the science station.
Okay. Yep. So, Klingon War is... Oh, they actually... the Klingon War used to be a lot longer.
Hidden dangers lurk in space, and the threat of Klingon attack has made even the most stout-hearted reconsider their choice to travel throughout the stars. A last-ditch effort to find a common ground could end this conflict, but there are many who oppose peace.
This is to be discarded. I mean, when you shields, new warp core. What? I can now move at warp factor 5.62. Yay! That's actually a lot better. Yeah, after this mission, I'll end the stream here. This is the closest one, that one, right? Nope, that's 15. It's 12. That one looks like it's closest. Can't really detect it because... Alright.
Warning. Ship is engaged. Target shield have failed.
The Gorn. They just stormed in and started shooting. The first sign of trouble was when we lost contact with the communications array. The Gorn beamed in and started shooting. They destroyed our computer core and took thousands of artifacts we spent years collecting. Then, as if destroying decades of archaeological research weren't enough, they started setting fires.
Wow, yeah, that's despicable.
The Gorn. They just stormed in, and Captain Jean-Luc Picard and the crew of the USS Stargazer discovered ruins from an unknown civilization here almost 60 years ago. The Federation Science Council has been researching this site ever since. It's a fascinating find. There are more than 40 kilometers of catacombs under this facility. We've barely managed to explore a quarter of what we think is here.
Yeah, that's not huge.
2 years ago, we found a star chart in the catacombs that indicated that this civilization had contact with interstellar travelers more than 15,000 years ago. The chart led us to another site on Cassay 4, where we found the most extraordinary artifacts. If we're correct, the race that once lived here may have been an advanced proto-reptilian race. The Gorn. They just stormed in. The Gorn have extremely long memories. Thousands of years ago, the Gorn hegemony ruled this entire sector. In their minds, that means these planets are still theirs. The alliance with the Klingons has inspired the Gorn to start rebuilding their empire. Every planet from here to Cestus 3 is in danger. The Gorn. They just stormed in. Not everyone. There are several members of our team still unaccounted for. Please, you must find them. The Gorn destroyed our automated fire suppression system in the initial attack. You will find fire suppression devices on the walls that you can use to fight the fires. I'm coming with you, Captain. There's too much at stake, and I know this project. The Klingon invasion was a blow to Gorn self-determination and identity.
Yeah. I don't know much about the Gorn.
These kinds of raids are the Gorn's attempt to reclaim their identity through their history.
It could be this proto. By the way, I have no idea why it's phasing out like that. It is really a bit creepy, actually.
Look at all this damage. We'd have helped if the Gorn had just asked. I guess when one of your leaders turns out to be a shapeshifter, though, it damages your sense of trust.
Yeah. Oh, big boy. Just because you're big doesn't mean we can't take you out.
There's another research team on Kasei 4, involved in a dig at a promising site. Given what the Gorn have done here, I'd imagine that team is in trouble. Captain, we have to check on them. If the Gorn have taken over the dig site, the researchers could be captives. Or worse. This is the dig site that our team was working on. They set up several shield generators to help protect the most important artifacts from further damage. There's a small encampment under the shield dome. The Gorn probably came in and took over everything. If we disable the shield generators, we may be able to get inside and rescue the other archaeologists. Look up. You can see the shield generator beams. We can follow those to find the controllers and turn off the system.
Shield power is dropping! What is going on?
The team here found remnants of a precursor civilization that may be a relative of the Gorn. Our understanding of Gorn evolution is woefully inadequate. Are they even offspring of the Preservers? The Gorn territorial claims aren't entirely without merit, but they would displace billions of people. A diplomatic solution could help to save Gorn heritage without disrupting Federation colonies.
They don't care.
More fluctuations! Increase the power to the shields!
leather to make some,
The protective shields are down! Incompetent fools!
you know, Gorn, boots. They won't be alligators, but they can be Gorn boots.
Want to beam up?
There's no sign of the other team. The Gorn must be holding them captive elsewhere.
You are meddling in affairs you do not understand. This system was the home of our ancestors. It belongs to the Gorn by ties of blood and conquest. We will not allow grave robbers and thieves to desecrate hallowed ground without punishment. Prepare for death!
It's got a hiding range on us. Was that classified as a battleship?
Target's shields have failed.
Mine's gonna be extremely deadly at close range.
If the archaeological sites in the Kasei system really are from a Proto-Gorn culture, we will have to weigh carefully the knowledge we gain versus what the Gorn claim to be their own history. The Federation Science Council has a lot to consider. For now, though, I'm glad the researchers are safe. Good work.
Okay, we're gonna go with, beam phaser ray.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Commander Burgess, Starfleet Intelligence. There's something I'd like you to look into. It could change the course of the war in our favor. We have intel suggesting that the Klingons are operating a secret weapons facility in the Hiromi cluster. We also believe the base is under the command of Ambassador Bavat, a controversial figure in Klingon politics. I'd like you to get to the truth of the matter, and soon. To that end, I'm sending one of my top agents to join you on the mission. I think you'll find Lieutenant Van Zyl to be a very capable officer. Don't hesitate to seek her counsel in the field. Proceed to the Briar Patch and find out what the Klingons are up to. If there are any weapons there, you are to deactivate or destroy them.
Alright, so we go through that in the next stream, but I'm gonna end it here. It is almost 10 o'clock. So yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. I should be back from work, because I do have work tomorrow, at least by... I should be home about 3:30-ish. maybe close to 4. It could end up me going get home earlier, because only thing I do in the stockroom now is bulk. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Hope you all have a great day. This is Kavfire signing off. Peace.